The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Packers and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now a first carry here for their running back. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Got his man, Dell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Purdy now to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Drake London. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his... Now in year number 6.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because at least...
And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Higgins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Higgins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And that's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. And
he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Drake London ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mind.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
79 Bronco. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Higgins. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Parnell, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action. Higgins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Now Purdy. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Purdy from the gun. Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York set to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the left side. Parnell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Higgins. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the offense back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. Caught front left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Dell. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Higgins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down, Higgins. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's brought in downfield by London. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun. Purdy. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing to start the drive. Higgins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A final shot before break. Higgins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So
looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the foot.
Taking it right down Broadway.
There he goes again.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Off play action. Higgins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Purdy. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
65 cat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Off the play fake. Higgins. He's got Thompson here, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Off play action. Higgins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got his man, London, right side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Higgins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Higgins. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Complete to number 9. A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love from the gun. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception here, Rivers. That's caught, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Love. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Now Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 2 touchdowns. 24 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun on third down, Higgins. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And final kickoff.